Quitting. Should we quit? Should you stop? Should you give up? I tell you what, I've been taught my entire life that quitting is something you never do. You never, ever, ever give up. We've all heard talks about that. The other day I was listening to one of my mentors, Darren Hardy, and believe it or not, he said, quitting, maybe it's a good thing. This blew me away. But he gave 5 good reasons or indicators when it might be time to quit. Here they are. Number 1, maybe it's time to quit if, because the only reason you're doing something is because you think, well, maybe I should be. That's no reason to keep going. How about this one? Number 2, no more love. You know, there have been times in my life where I've had a job where I've gotten in the car in the morning and I'm like, ugh, I cannot believe I'm going to go do this again. I just don't love it anymore. Maybe it's time to move on. How about number 3? It just isn't working. You know, we've all heard this saying, doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results is the definition of insanity. Well, I have caught myself many a time in a project or something I'm working on, doing the same thing over and over again, but not getting a better result. It just isn't working. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to quit. Number 4, and this is important, particularly as it relates to business, you're chasing sunk costs. So whether it's the cost of your time, your effort, your energy, or your money, you keep investing all of these things, but you're not getting the return on investment you expect or need, maybe it's time to stop. And number 5, and this is very real. This is real to me. I know I have used this reason, and that's fear. Fear. The fear of quitting can really paralyze you. You know, whether it's the fear of what someone else might say, what someone else might think, or you're just so secure in your job, a relationship, or anything else that it's just frightening to quit. If that's your reason for not quitting, maybe it's time to take a really hard look at it. So anyway, whether, you know, you're doing something because you should be, you've lost the love for it, it isn't working, you're chasing sunk costs or fear, I'm going to challenge you to think about it. I'm going to challenge you that maybe you should just stop. Stop and move on. You know, moving on might be the most courageous thing you ever do in your life.